Hey, what's going on, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It is that time once again. Happy 2026. Happy New Year. I hope Christmas was good to everyone. I hope New Year's was good to everyone. But if not, just in case, special shout out to the Sierra Vista Police Department and Cochise County. And hello to all my people that decided to get pulled over and not take Uber or Lyft or taxi or any of those in any way, shape, or form. I hope you're watching. I doubt if I hear a text from you, but that's okay. When you get bail money, come on over. We'll talk about it. I'm kind of kidding. I stayed in. I didn't make midnight. I went to bed at 10:30 because I'm old. Keep it to yourself. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Cochise County Veteran-Owned Business Thursday at 5 with me. It's Erik. I do not negotiate with terrorist Z. And today we've got a special show for you because, again, 2026, we've got a guest in the studio today. He is a returning guest, so that makes him a repeat offender. Not the first time he's probably heard that. And that was a dirty look. Bravo. All right. And I'll pay for it in class because who we have in today is a unique individual, a special individual, a more powerful individual. He may not look it, but believe me, he's got a lot of skill. He's got a lot of class, sometimes a little sass, and he likes to use the C word. I'll let you figure that out. It'll probably be said later on during the broadcast because everybody likes to let it slip once in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce to you the owner of Choson Martial Arts, Master Rafael Amill Soto.
Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year.
What are you talking about?
There it is.
How's it going?
It's going.
Good. Got caught up for a second because some people decided to go ahead and make it all about them. What's going on, Marcus? Hope you're doing well, doing great things. Everybody's been posting this is the end of 2026 or the best of or whatever it has pulled off of TikTok. So now my feed is flooded with that stuff. I'd like to thank you all for that.
I'm glad I was able to help.
Well,
somehow.
You're a helper.
No. Not Santa's, though.
No. But you're one of the OGs, I'm pretty sure.
Straight up.
Last time you've been on the show was back in December of 2022. Rob was the interviewer, I was producing, and we had a couple other people here during that class, other students. Since that time, what have you been up to?
Just continue teaching and been traveling to a few places, martial arts related. I did, and just trying to grow the business, basically. Nothing much.
In what ways are you trying to grow the business? I mean, I know you've had some things in the works. How has that been going?
Well, I'm going to try to launch a sword exercise. It's like aerobics with a wooden sword, wooden samurai sword. I'm still working some details and stuff like that. Working to promote more the women's self-defense classes. Also working on dates for my free women's defense seminar that I do every 3 or 4 months of the year as part of my contribution to the community.
So I know you've been doing them quarterly. They've been sporadic as of late. So now you're just going to bring them on, make them more frequent and such?
Well, somewhat. It's just that sometimes I put them out there and because of other people's compromises and other people's engagements and things like that, sometimes, they can't make it. So I don't have the desired amount of people coming in, but, it's always kind of flow.
So, and I know you've been doing a lot of other things. You've really been upgrading a couple of things as far as goes for social media wise. I know your main, and they will be in the comments later, so you can go ahead and find those. not only your Facebook page, but you've been adding a little bit more to your YouTube page.
A little bit of, yeah, some I'm always going out there looking for material, and when I see something cool, I put it on my YouTube page so that way people can benefit from learning and also seeing certain things.
And you've been putting quite a few things on there to include, I mean, if anybody who's looking for the basics of Tang Sudo can definitely go ahead and go to your YouTube page and find that, as well as some of the other things you've put on recently, like you, I'm going to forget the name of this.
Qigong?
No, not Qigong, not Qigong. Chakra?
Oh, Reiki.
Reiki
and things like that. Yes, because as well as a martial artist, I am also a Reiki practitioner. I also work with herbalism and different things, to promote a healthier lifestyle. So, every time I see something good, I always put it on there. Especially, there's a lot of Qigong exercises that I find interesting, and they're beneficial too.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the Warrior Healing Center has a Qigong program here, which I love it. I've been there a couple of times before.
Qigong and Tai Chi every Monday around 5.
Yeah, Qigong and Tai Chi, and that's something. The people that teaches the class they're amazing. I love them. We're good friends. So every time I see something like that, I'll try to bring it up and put it up in there for reference, because sometimes people martial arts is kind of hard for certain people. So I said, well, if you're looking for something to build your structure, your core, you can use Qigong and Tai Chi to do the same thing. So I'm always finding things to put in there for the benefit of my subscribers and also for everybody else that want to check it out.
Now, I know whenever I'm searching social media or just looking around, paying attention, plus the tournaments that Rain and I have been to in the past, usually whenever I see martial arts, it was like a whole bunch of kids. But it's not just for a whole bunch of kids.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's that for anyone that wants to participate. Martial arts is not age restricted, as some of us know. We're not restricted because of that. We can still do the minimal, and it's a self-paced thing. So it's up to you how you want to develop it.
Now, I mean, with those, how long have you been in doing martial arts of that nature? I mean, you've done Tang Sudo for a certain amount of years, but I believe you've done some other stuff in the past.
Well, I actually started in Taekwondo when Taekwondo was the same thing. We did the same forms, everything as Tang Sudo. So I was never really away from Tang Sudo, aside the fact that it was changed to Taekwondo back in the 70s. So, but I done Hapkido. I've done a little bit of Chinese martial arts. When I was in the military, every time I got assigned to a different place, I always tried to go local and find a school to try to maintain. So, different styles that I've done throughout the year, but mostly I always talk to Taekwondo and Tang Sudo.
And you've been doing Tang Sudo for roughly?
To 1998.
1998. So more than a minute. A good, guaranteed 28 years.
A little bit, yeah.
Now, recently, because going off of 28 years, went to Texas. And I know I've showed some of the video. I showed when you received your award, but haven't exactly heard from you yourself on, and we've seen pictures and stuff, but to you, what did that mean to you?
Well,
that feeling.
The feeling, it was a great feeling. I was being recognized for the many years that I've been in the martial arts community. I mean, martial arts as a whole has been really great to me, physically, mentally, and also because I have had a chance to meet people from all over the world, just like I did when I was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And got a chance to connect with many. As a matter of fact, when I was in Texas, uh, I met some people from Guyana and Germany. Uh, uh, there was one from Ireland too.
Yes.
There was one from Ireland, and like I said, there were people from the States and worldwide. And we got a chance to get up in the morning and go train and learn from some of the guest trainers that they had, and also a good way to network and kind of grow, because I always try to find, by talking to people, I learn how to do things differently in the business side as well as the martial arts side. So yeah, it was a good thing. Let alone, and I know you love that part. There was a little tower right across the street from the hotel. You know the one I'm talking about.
We all know the one who's been there.
So every night we went up there, we had dinner, and then we went up there and did some fellowship until we get kicked out. It was time to go. And then the next day we'll go back over there to the training floor, to the mat, and work hard again.
Yeah, there was, like you said, there was definitely a lot of different instructors from different parts of the world teaching their own unique discipline and their blend on it, as well as not just from that side, but also from the business side, because they taught a whole bunch of different stuff in us. Even though it was like, okay, I can learn from discipline, but even just to get like a business perspective, that was pretty good over there.
Oh yeah, it was really good. I mean, I met, I had a chance to meet people that I already knew, not personally, but from social media, and I was able to connect a face and with the person right then and there, and it was great. I mean, the whole community there, they love it. They love to sit down and share their knowledge and share their experience, which is what I like, because there was no ego, no nothing. You just walk in. I love it because that's my one of my few chances that I have to be a student, not a teacher. And also, I always say that's my me time, where I go in there and I work hard with them, sweat it, and do things, and I'm not talking or teaching. I'm there just to do the work.
With some of the classes, with what we have going on in 2026 over at Choson, I know that we have time set up for kids and there's time set for the adults. If somebody first timer, and I've heard some people talk in the past like, oh, no, I want to go, but to get them there, when's a good time to head over to Choson?
I'm there from 5 till about 7, Monday to Friday. Well, actually, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm there at 4:30 because I have the little kids class. I have the Little Warriors classes from 3 to 6-year-olds, and that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4:30 to 5. So basically, after that, then the adults class come in from 5 to 6:15, and then we train. All you got to do really is walk in. If you want to watch the class, if you want to try the class, that's fine. I mean, or just sit down and watch it. That's okay too. If you had any questions, I will be more than willing to answer them.
With some of the classes that you teach, I know I've had one person in particular ask, far as, do you teach those who happen to be in wheelchair?
I can. Just because you're in a wheelchair, that doesn't mean that you cannot be physically active. Yes, there are certain restrictions, but you do what you can with what you have available, basically. And it's a matter of adjusting certain things as far as the instruction is pertaining to instruction. But other than that, anybody can do it. I mean, I'm 66 years old. Yeah. But, and I pride myself that I can still do certain things that other people can't. So, but it's a matter of not giving up. Keep going. If at the beginning it doesn't work, you just keep going at it, keep going at it until you get it. You know, that's one of the most important things that I always tell people. Don't give up. Work it. Work it. I know it's hard. I mean, I actually been doing this since I was 14 years old. So I know, you know, especially the young generation, you know, some things get a little hard and they just want to quit right away. Oh, it's too hard. I can't do it. But that's not the mentality and that's not the mindset that I want to promote out there and that I want to instill into people.
Do you have any short and long term goals going on right now for 2026? Do you have anything for the foreseeable future as far as tournaments that you might be looking at? Any places that you may want to visit in the near future with the class, or either just go check out on your own?
Right now, I am in talks with some other martial arts schools here in town. Back in the 90s and closer to the 2000s, we used to have a pretty active martial arts community here, and we used to have tournaments all the time at Buena High School gym, the city, and things like that. And I'm in talks with some of the other schools here in town to bring that back, so that way we can promote the martial arts and, you know, have some good fellowship. Because on the same lines, I'm going to try to get all this the schools together so that way we can train together. You know, that way each one teach one, and that way we can all learn. Because yeah, there are some similarities,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I notice that, for example, a simple technique, you know, it could be done different ways, and you know, it kind of opens up a whole new gamma of way of doing things. So yeah, you know, I'm trying to get that back, and I'm hoping, like I said, I got my friends from White Tiger, Freddie from the Shotokan school, and I'm in talks with Lee from Lee's Karate. So we'll see how it goes. Everybody seems to be interested in doing that, because yeah, we all miss those good old days when we used to have the tournaments here in Sierra Vista. And of course, it's a great way to promote unity and also to, you know, fellowship among us. Because sometimes it's not that, sometimes we cannot kind of like mingle together because of certain things and whatever, but I'm trying to break all those barriers out, so that way we can become better as a community, and also to help the community. And by, you know, the tournament circuit and stuff like that, I know people from all over the world. I know people from in Mexico, Phoenix, Tucson, other states, and everything else. And that would be a good way also to pump some revenue into the community as well.
Okay. Now I know you're also working on something far social media wise, as trying to get together a website.
Right.
So how is that? And yes, I know I need to add a couple things to it as well, but how is that in the process right now?
Well, right now that's what, about, probably I would say about 50% done.
Okay.
So I am hoping that I can at least do launch the page probably by the end of January.
And with that, because but talks in the past, like a lot of people have Facebook, but a lot of people don't have Facebook.
Right.
And a lot of people have other things, but then some people don't look at it. At least with the website, at least you'll be able to cover the spectrum. And then with that, we'll just get it out there and promote it as much as we can to get that out there, so that people see going, hey, Choson's on the map. Let's go. I mean, they've been on the map, but now they got something they could read, get a better understanding. Is there any other material that you plan to have on that page?
Just some basic information. I might have some forms to fill out, like for a request for information and things like that. I don't know. I still need to talk to my web guy and see how is that going to be. Right.
Well, you also need to talk to your marketing people.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, but there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I want to do, especially be more active in social media. The school has TikTok, one Facebook, um,
Definitely YouTube.
yeah, YouTube. They're all connected to Facebook, so we'll see how it goes. I need to work. Plus, um, my teacher has been asking me when he can come over, so that's gonna be a good. My teacher, Master Umar,
Yes. Always look forward to when Master Umar comes over.
so yeah, he as a matter of fact he tested me yesterday for New Year's, and
Oh, really?
I asked him.
Oh, nice.
I asked him to say, give me some days for January so that way he can, you can come over for the weekend and have some good times with my students.
He remembers.
I know. But yeah, and other than that, like I said, I already talked to some of the other instructors, school owners and stuff like that. So that way I can take my students to their school and we can have a good time and vice versa.
You got any last words for the people before we head out?
No, I am looking forward to 2026. Just stay tuned, and good things are happening. I am very confident. Last year was kind of slow, furlough, and all these other things that happened, but I think we're in a good place now, and moving forward to 2026. Great things are gonna happen.
Thank you for coming out. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.
I know you're very busy and want to get out of here. But just in case, let me go ahead and get back over here. In case you're curious, no, I saved this on purpose. We're going to go ahead, share screen to window to. What do I want this. Oh, did I have it up over here? Oh, that's why I didn't have it. All right. Let's get back over here real quick. First of all, Vista Mind and Body, they've got a Wolf Supermoon ceremony and holistic sound therapy session going on this Saturday, 3rd of January from 7 to 8:30. Go check them out. They are at Midtown Plaza, 160 South 2nd Street. Reach out to them and over through Vista Mind and Body, as we talked to them before, if you would like to go ahead and secure your spot. As of this posting, they had 20 seats available. It might be less, so make sure to get your spot. And of course, if you want to go ahead and check out Choson Martial Arts, head on over to 999 E Fry Blvd, Suite 304 in the Vista Business Park, over in the same area as Ginger's Auto Title. Go ahead, check them out. ChinChoson@gmail.com for 520-249-3805. And that is it for this week. Short, sweet, straight to the point. That's how we like to do things here, because I know a lot of people got things going on. That was another dirty look. Wow. She really wants to go. Yeah. He had guests. Let's put it that way. All right, everybody. We will see you next week. Next week, we have somebody on the broadcast. It could be you. Go ahead and reach out to the Warriors Healing Center and or myself, Erik Zieba. Search me up in social media. I will be dropping the links later on for all the Choson Martial Arts social media outlets. Check them out. If you'd like to be on the show next week, go ahead, get a hold of myself again or Warrior Healing Center. We'll go ahead and get you on the show as quick as possible. And hey, it only costs you your time. I'll take care of the rest. We're going to get your word out there, because the best way is through word of mouth, believe it or not, because trust. It's a trust thing. And I trusted sitting over there, and I didn't get pinched not once. I'd appreciate that. He knows every nerve point known to man. You know how I know? I've been there. It's great teaching. It's great teaching. It's great teaching. All right. Everybody take care. Enjoy your New Year's Day. Talk to you soon. And I hope to have you here next week. Take care. Bye.